Okay. We are live. Good morning, Oneness family. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful day. So glad to be here with all of you on this special day. The energy is vibrant and it is so wonderful. And we have a gift today for everyone listening all around the world to Soulful Illumination. And we are going to travel through the universe, across space and time, through dimensional portals and other realms. This Soulful Illumination Show is about spiritual ascension, and it's about connecting to energetic frequencies, a show about the conscious collective through heart awakening. That is how we are going to make that change. That is what we are here right now for. And we are going to allow those energetic vibrational frequencies to send you into that spiritual ascension right now. We are coming to you from Area 51 in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And I am your host, the Lady of Laughter and Light, Nicole Borghi. I am the Sabotage Smasher, a soulful coach, and I'm here to connect you with your mind, body, and your soul. And I want to share with you the tools to become the creator of your life, right? This is the time to be. This is the time to become what you are here on this planet for right now, is that true empowerment. So a shout out to everybody listening to this show right now from around the world, from everywhere. We hope that the cosmic universe is listening, because we are ready to connect to our soulful family and we are ready to open up with everybody. Today, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of an energetic frequency reading for you and see what is coming up today. How can we improve our life? How can we find that beautiful connection, right? And let's go into that. So I've got several notes, and man, I don't know about you guys, but my energy is vibing high. So, I just have to stop and just breathe, because even my hair is just kind of electrocuted. It's all over the place. It is magnificent. But let's start today with our show sponsor. Let's go into, look at this. doTERRA, it's On Guard. What is it for? It's about connecting to yourself, connecting to your immune system. And your immune system is part of your temple, right? The temple of you. You have to take care of your temple and you have to bring it strength. And how do you do that? You do that through herbs and oils, sacred herbs and oils. We can get them in a concentrated form. We can buy them in whole bulk. However you do it, what makes your life easier is I like to just grab a big bottle, right? And just take those herbs. This heals, helps strengthen your immune system. And right now we can use that strengthening so we can breathe, right? So we could just take a deep breath and just release and allow ourselves to move forward and breathe in that oxygen. We all need that oxygen, right? And as we heal and as we take in that oxygen, allows us to open our throat and come into the truth energy of 2021. We are rolling forward. The vibration is high, the frequencies are high, and some of us may feel right now that it's a little bit out of control. But I'm here to tell you that we are here as a community. We are here on Oneness as a community. Go to my page. What we have this January is, I've announced it before, I'm going to announce it again. This needs to hit home. It's so important, this passion of mine, to share with you how to unblock yourself. Open the door to the light that's you. Open the door to your life. And in order to do that, sometimes we have to look deep in that shadow self and bring that up, because a lot of it's coming up right now. That is the energy of right now. The energy of right now is that strange and kind of funky energy. It's all that stuff that's bubbling up that you need to address. And part of that is if you don't address that in your subconscious, and if you don't address that in your shadow, you're going to sabotage yourself and you're not going to be able to live through your true potential. So go to www.sabotagesmasher.com. In January 7th, you'll see it on the Oneness event page. You'll see it on the Sabotage Smasher Facebook page. You will see the ability of how to get down there, subscribe, like, and subscribe to that newsletter. There's an incredible amount of information. What happens is when we sabotage ourselves, we're not living in our true life, our true light. We are not living our best life. We are not living in the light. We are not able to ascend. That is what's going to stop us from moving forward and being able to embrace the change of 2021. 2020 has been, in some sense, an exhausting year, in some sense, a harsh year, because it's made us look right at us. It's made us look into the mirror and say, who are you really? How did I get here? It's making us face what's out there. And it's making us understand, it's giving us the ability to understand what is in our heart. What have we been working for? And light workers out there, it's time to understand that you have put your foot in that door. And maybe you've taken it back out and you haven't completed the cycle of the healing that you need to do to be in order to hold space, to up level, to uplift everybody. And you have that energy, but you started a little bit, you put your foot in the door, you took a few classes, you know that you have that kundalini and that energy, that chi, the energy of you. And you know that energy is there and you address it, but you haven't come into your full heart space of it. It's time to truly acknowledge who you are cosmically, because you want the change. If you want change, you need to be the change. And we are all here to change. If you haven't felt that intense, wonderful energy opening of the 21st, right? Where Jupiter and Saturn aligned this last couple of days, and the solstice energy on top of it. It is magnificent. But if you're not sure how to address those energies, you go to illuminatevegas.com, go to sabotagesmasher.com, find someone to work with, get those tools and tricks of the trade on how to take care of yourself so you can uplift. Good morning, Kara Silva. How are you? So you can uplift those energies. You want to open up. You don't want to open up in a scary way where you're just naked to the world and you don't know why. You want to open up where you could be in your naked truth, your naked authenticity, with people you love, people you trust. And some of us who opened up, we had a bit of a battle opening up because we opened up with people that maybe weren't safe or that we didn't feel safe with, and it hurt us. But it's time to forgive. It's time to heal your heart space. It's time to love your family. It's time to exist in unity. That is what we are truly here for. We are not here to be the victim. We're not here to be the rescuer anymore. We are here to move past that and become the mentors, become the teachers of tomorrow. Let's do this now and stop putting it off. You have put it off way, way, way too long. And that is the reason I started this platform, is because I needed to speak to people and say, you know what, wake up. There's only so many people that you can talk to sometimes, and in your area, people around you aren't able to listen. And sometimes if you can't address them in their love language, if you cannot quite articulate the words of love and your meaning and your lesson, don't force feed them. Step back a minute and be aware of your surroundings and who these people are. Understand that they can only learn at the level that they're at. And love them and respect them for where they are at right now. The energies are strong. We have the transformation going on, and it's so much, and some people just, it's too much for them. They don't want to acknowledge, they don't want to understand. And it's really important to understand that as you change, you can heal other people by just you being the change, and allow them to heal on their own. They're either going to come to you and heal together, or they're just going to go away. And that's all right. You cannot force them. We all just want to collect them, right? Like toys, like dolls, like we did when we were kids. You know, you didn't want to let your brother or your sister play with your toys because those were the best toys ever. You didn't want to share them, but you had hundreds and hundreds of stuffed animals. At least I did, stuffed animals and toys that I would line up, and they were my buddies and my friend. I didn't want to share them. But I realize now that I had enough to go around. We all have enough to go around. We all have enough to manifest. We all have enough to be abundant. But it is the time to look inward right now. Go within so you don't go without. Do that right now. Look inward. And that is part of the lesson today that we'll be working on. And the energy that we'll be sharing in a meditation. And I'm going to bring my guests on in just a few minutes. There's some more stuff that I have. I've been getting so many downloads. I don't know about you guys, but the portals, gates, everything has just opened for me. The things are just coming through just so quickly. I feel like I've just plugged into the internet and the matrix, and just all this information is downpouring. And whether I'm going up the escalator, like the other day I was going up an escalator and I had a huge force of energy, and goodness, I'm glad I was holding on while I was going up, because I thought I was going to fall backward. It was just pure, beautiful truth energy just coming in and downloading me right now, because I have decided that, hey, I'm going to be open to this good, blessed energy, to what is strong, what is the strength, what is the knowledge, allowing it to flow through me. I do want to address a few things today, and let's see what has come up. So remember, we have gone through our harvest. We are going through a rebirth. And definitely right now, also look at that we are partners. Who are your partners? Are you in divine union with? Who are you loving? Are you loving yourself first? Because that's the most important union you should have, is the unity with your body. That way you can be in unity with others. It's about self-love, and that's part of sabotage as well. It's learning to love yourself and move forward and heal those energies so you can help and heal those around you. I've got a lot of, again, the afterlife and the rebirth of now. So please look into that. You may feel chaotic right now, but understand that chaos can go around you, and you can just usurp that and go through that gateway. Look at that hyper focus, get hyper focused and go within that gateway. It's open for you. Let that chaos be, and come today. It is about the energies right now. It's about the energy of presence. Are you present right now? Are you open right now? Are you listening right now? Where are you? Are you in stillness? That is the presence of today. That is kind of how that Christmas story started. I'm not going to get into the big part of it and the big portion of it, because I know you guys understand where all that energy came from, and the background of it. But really be with yourself. Understand where you're at, where you're meant to be, and where you're meant to soar. Start listening to your intuition. If you need help, go to sabotagesmasher.com. Sign up. There's some really great stuff. You'll get some free stuff. There's an ebook out there that I wrote. There's some other books and great things that you'll get. So check that out. That's on the 7th of January. And I am going to bring my lovely guest in, because I have just talked away of so much more to say. But you know what, you guys, look in my Facebook page. You'll see just a plethora of information on Instagram coming up, just a lot of downloads and a lot of self-love. So let me go ahead and bring my beautiful guest, Cristine Brisco. And Cristine, if you could just go ahead and unmute yourself, love, and we'll bring you right in here. There she is.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm so looking forward to speaking to you today and getting to know you guys a little bit better. I love Nicole. She is so full of information that it's not even funny. So yeah, check out all of her stuff. She's been around for a long time. She really knows what she's talking about.
Oh, thank you. You're so amazing. You guys, I want to tell you, this is another mentor. This month is a month of mentors and teachers for me. Cristine is one of my mentors from my Reiki training, and she is just an angel. And when I did my Reiki test, I got the chance to peek inside her aura. And it is so amazing. The angels, the ocean of crystalline energy that just soars around her. She's just so ignited. And yes, I'm going to be such a fan right now. I know. I just wanted to thank her publicly because she has helped guide me on part of my journey to do this.
Well, I think that's what we all are. We're all part of somebody's journey. And we never actually know what part of the journey we're on. It could be the fact that you just actually smile at somebody. And, you know, that's the thing that we all have to remember. We are all connected and we are all part of somebody's journey. And it's such an honor to help people. And as Nicole was talking before, so many people are waking up right now. It's incredible to be here at this point and this juncture, because I don't care what anybody says. I think this year's been fabulous. It really has. You cannot have change without chaos. So we've got the chaos going on that brings the change. The change is this higher vibration that is coming about, that we've been here so many times before. So we're at the point now where we can actually evolve. This is so exciting. And as I tell everybody, you know, there is no such thing as death anyway. We just keep coming back in different packages. So this time, let's just evolve. Just relax. Take fear. If I could remove anything from this planet, I would remove fear. Just let go of fear. Enjoy the ride. Keep that light in your heart and keep sending love out to everybody. And whether you like their opinions or not, just remember that's their opinions. And we are here to respect everybody's opinion. We're not here to argue with it. It's like spirituality. Everybody has a different view of spirituality, but we all come together and we all look within ourselves. And just as Nicole said earlier, the most important thing, because I speak to so many people, especially women, and I always say, I don't care where you come from, women are all brought up the same. We're brought up to be caregivers. And if you do anything for yourself, that's considered selfish. I'm here to tell you that is not selfish at all. That is what you have to do. You cannot give from an empty vessel. You have to give you have to give to yourself first. You have to love yourself, because each and every one of us are perfect in our own way. Every one of you designed yourself exactly the way you were going to look. The color of your skin, the color of your hair, your eyes, your height. You designed yourself so you would be perfect for this life, this incarnation that you're going through right now. So you need to change nothing about yourself. You just need to fall in love with yourself. Once you start researching the Akashic records, which is a fabulous thing to do. And if you go to the zone of creation within the Akashic records, it will tell you exactly how you designed yourself and why you designed yourself for this lifetime. So if you don't like it, you've only got yourself to blame. But, you know, I would focus in whatever it is you like about yourself the most. Put a little sticky note on the mirror in front of you. I like my smile, or I like my eyes, or I like my hair color, and just build up from there, because that's what we have to do. And falling in love with yourself is the most important thing, because once you fall in love with yourself and start to respect yourself, then others start to fall in love with you and respect you too. Wouldn't you agree, Nicole?
Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. I love that. Absolutely. It's so about self-love.
Absolutely.
It's so about forgiveness, but not just forgiveness of others, but forgiveness for you.
Correct.
You know, forgiveness for not taking care of you. And the experience of, why can't I just fill my cup? Why can't I just get one more thing? And because you didn't put the oxygen mask on yourself first, right? You can't breathe. If you can't breathe, you can't save other people. but it's time to take that beautiful understanding and implement it to yourself, especially as when we start our healing journey. Correct. We want to help the world. We're going to save the world and give them one big hug. And that's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. But you have to heal yourself. And that's even what Reiki teaches. It's healing you first, right?
Absolutely. Always heal you first, because healing you is always healing another part in somebody else. I think one of the greatest books that people can read just for a basic understanding of how much core conditioning goes into us is the Four Agreements. You know, you read that book, the Four Agreements, and you see how much core conditioning is put in you from birth. And this is all overcoming that core conditioning, especially with women. You know, you look at women that get abused any which way. Women tend to allow their abuser to abuse themselves just a little bit more than they abuse themselves. So that's something to really think about. You know, most women have very low self-esteem, which is very unfortunate, because we are, you know, we're the ones that bring life into the planet. We are the ones that nurture people. So we have to bring our little girls up differently than what we ever have done before. And we have to make them focus on, you know, you have to be the main person. No, you're not going out looking for a husband or, you know, this wonderful man to complete you, because you don't need anybody to complete you.
Right.
You complete yourself. And that's the most wonderful thing. And that's what this energy is about, celebrating you. As Nicole said earlier, forgive yourself, because that's all in the past. That's lessons that you have learned. Now overcome those lessons. Stride forward, especially into 2021, as we move into this new era, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. We've been waiting for this for so long. Everybody is behind us spiritually. I do believe that if we get there, this is, you know, most people think we're crazy, but we know that we will be the new normal, as you know. But I do believe this is the time that, you know, if we ascend and go through what we need to go through, we will join our galactic brothers and sisters. It's just what it is. It's kind of how, you know, ignorant are we to think that we are the only life form in a constantly expanding universe.
Right.
It's incredible. So I'm very excited to see the changes coming up. I'm very excited to see these energies come in. I'm very excited for 2020. I think it's been a wonderful year. I've loved it. And I'm looking forward to the future.
Yes, absolutely. Well said. It's amazing. This energy is just incredible. And, you know, it's you kind of just hop on that carpet and ride, right? It's there, correct. Get on it, go with it. Instead of waiting, what are you waiting for? Because we waited, because we hesitated, we missed the boat, right? Right now, it's time that boat's there again. You know, opportunities knocking again and again. It's banging on your door right now. Go with it. What have you asked for? Yeah.
Let go of fear.
Huge. And it's draining. Fear is just so draining, to be in that fear or be in that anger and be in that rage. Why? We talk about, especially in this community, and other people are bringing it on, love, self-love, self-caring, self-healing, but we've allowed that ego to get in the way. And we feel we have to kind of just march to that beat and say, hey, shout it out to everybody. Hey, you need to get on this bus, and you need to take care of yourself. But some people are trying to force it on you. If people don't want it, it's the time for that separation, and not in a mean, angry way. It's time for us to say, you know what? You're going to be in your space. I'm going to honor you in that space. I'm going to allow you to be in the space that you chose to be in. And I'm going to remove and detach myself from you and go over here and go into my tribe. going to allow my soul to ignite and allow my temple to be strong and to create the beauty that is within us. If that person doesn't want to go with you, I'm sorry, that's okay. They don't want to buy the ticket. They don't want to get on the bus ride. That's okay. And it may hurt, right? And it hurts. It hurts deeply sometimes because it's somebody that you're so connected to. But find out, why are you afraid? In that fear, breaking through, opening the door. There's a peephole in your door, just like there's a peephole in the door to your life, to that is you, to that next crossing. You just look into it. How does it make you feel? Feel the truth. Does it make you feel good? Yeah, you want it. Open the door. Instead of standing at a closed door and just like, well, I don't know. Just open the door. Do it for yourself. Do it for you. And then other people will benefit off that as you go through, right? As you go into that, as you open that door and embrace that light. It's the light coming through. It's not the darkness. It's really right now for us to just kind of, separate the chaff from the whey, right?
Absolutely.
It needs to separate. We need to let go. We need to detach. If you're plateauing, like in the gym, and you're not leveling up and gaining that muscle, or you feel like your body's not changing, or you're just not losing that extra 1 pound or something. We've all gone through that, where we've seen a lot of change, and then all of a sudden we plateau and we stop. What's going to make that change? You got to change up your exercises. You got to change up your outlook. Same thing in business. If you're feeling like you're an imposter, if you're feeling like you're not connecting to your clients, you really have to ask yourself, hey, let me write this down. Let me get into what is my niche? What's my avatar of my client? It's the same with relationships. It's the same with people you love. It's the same with everything. You really need to go in and reassess what will move you forward. Where is your heart calling? Where is the creation? Because the energy creation is what is really going on right now, is that change of creation time. And what do you want to create right now with those planets aligning? What do you want to create? What have you been called to create? And what did you forget about? I know a lot of my clients, it's like, what did I want when I was little? Or where was I happy? Where did I find my joy when I was young? Or where can I find my joy now? A lot of that was looking back at, we left it to the side. We put it in a box so we can take care of our family. Or we went through some trauma in relationships, and really bringing that beautiful box out and opening it up and going, oh, here's my life that I have planned for myself. Now's the time to recreate that. Now's the time to put it out in the altar and say, this is the blessing I want to give myself. This is a present I want to give myself. This is who I want to be. And that's that creation energy.
Correct. Absolutely. And, the important thing is loving people where they are. You cannot change them. It's just what it is. You just send out love, allow them to be who they are, because it's not for you to change anybody. It's only for you to change yourself. And once you realize that, things change. It's even with clients, as well as I do, that people think, I mean, we've all clients that want you to fix them. Yeah. We cannot fix anybody. They always fix themselves. We are a channel. We are always channels. And what we do is we open ourselves up. We allow the energy to flow through us into them. What they do with the energy is their business. Yes. It really is. Anybody that tells you that they can heal you, you need to run. And you need to run fast, because nobody can do that. The person that's the healer is always the client. And it's even, no matter what it is in spirituality, it's like when you're giving somebody a reading. You give somebody a reading, and that's a possible outcome. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if they don't like that outcome, they can change it.
Yes.
They don't have to, and that's what they don't realize. Just because somebody says this is going to happen, and if you don't want it to happen, you can change that. You have so much power and magic within you that is all taken away from us. We don't know what wonderful manifestors and creators we are because we always feel we have to look out beyond ourselves. And this is because we've always been taught that we have to look for confirmation. We have to look logically at things. We have to have a plan. There is no such thing as a plan in spirituality. No such thing as a plan. It happens. And, you know, I always tell people, basically, I'm a very shy person. People don't believe me. If you'd have told me I was a teacher and I would go on to teach people, I would have laughed because I thought there's no way I would be getting up in front of a class full of people and talking to them, but I do. And I'm even in a documentary that's on Amazon Prime. It's kind of like this energy makes you face your worst fears. So that's why you have to let go of fear. Anything that was the worst thing that you don't want to come against, yeah, you're going to come up against it every time until you start to step out and not be fearful of it. So it's incredible. And I know one of the things that I'm here to talk about is the angels and the angelic realm. I love the angels. I am, so connected with that realm. It's not even funny. It's I've got a seraphonite ring there because I feel like I'm married to the seraphim angels. I keep that on that finger. But one of the questions that people ask me the most is, how do you communicate with angels? Just the way I'm communicating with you right now. Just talk to them. They're always there. I tell people they're your biggest cheerleaders. They just sat on the sides, but they can't do anything unless you talk to them. And that is the most important thing. You have free will. They cannot interfere unless you ask them to interfere. And another great way, we're talking about letting things go from the past. I have so many clients that have things going on with the sacral, the heart, and the throat chakra. Those tend to be the three that are most messed up. And that's a lot of emotional garbage that people need to let go of. The easiest way to let emotional garbage go is write it all out. Write everything out. Take it outside and burn it. And the angelic realm is a perfect example. Or whoever else, you happen to be connected to. Just say, you know what, I'm done with all of this. I release it to you. And just let them take it all away. That's the wonderful thing. We don't have to have drama with anybody. And usually when somebody says something negative to you, they're actually usually talking about themselves anyway.
You're a mirror, aren't you?
Absolutely. You're always a mirror. And that's what people don't realize. When they say something negative, it's usually because it's something they don't like about themselves. So it's fascinating. Energy is energy. It's always going to attract. So therefore, when you're seeing somebody and they're saying something that's not pleasant about you and you really don't like it and you take it to heart, it's actually because it is you. And it's something within you that needs healing. And they're a teacher. You forget all these people that come into your lives that do these negative things are teachers. Because we're all just spiritual beings that are having a human experience. And it's all about growth as a spiritual being. All about growth. Everything we do is about growth. And I tell people all the time, it doesn't really matter. It's nice to have things. We all need to keep a roof over our heads. We need to keep warm. We like to have nice food to eat. We like to have nice clothes. We like to have our bills paid. That's all important. But at the end of the day, when you're ready to depart this life, the only thing that you take with you is the love that you have for yourself and the love that you have for others. That's so important. So it has to start with you.
It does. It does. It starts inside to ignite yourself. You're a spirit in this meat suit, right? This
Correct.
human form that you've chosen, a vessel to live, love, and engage in this beautiful life. And to have this moment here, we are here to raise the level, to level up, and to ascend, and to be in our highest in this dimension and moving forth to raise that vibration. And so and a big part of that is to bring it all together, to bring people together. But you have to love yourself so other people can love you. No one's going to listen if you can't articulate it. And that was a hard message for me to understand, is how do I share that? Because I had that truth and I just wanted to kind of vomit it on everybody and give it to you. I had to give it to everybody. But the reason was I couldn't get it out was because I had to love myself and to bring it out in a loving manner, to share it, you know, like a flower or a butterfly, or be in that softer energy to get people to hear it in their love language, the way that they can. And to let them know that as a teacher, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'll hold your hand. I'm here to answer your questions, but I'm going to give you that kind of little homework so you can take it home and heal yourself. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to kind of show you, because we all need focus. We all need a coach, whether it's a speaking coach or a healing coach or somebody to kind of just come in that one moment and to ignite us and to open us up. And when you're even talking about a psychic reading with clients, and I know, and I tell my clients, you know, when you come to me, you're going to hear a very bold truth deep inside. It comes from that realm inside to bring it out, to ignite it, to let it go. And it's sometimes it's very hard, but hearing that, if you've been drawn to me, that means that you need to hear a strong message, but in a loving manner, and to share that with people, to say, here is the message, but here's how you can heal it. Here's how you can move forward to it. Here's the path that you're on. Here's the path that you can choose, the paths you can choose. And it can happen. It's just to be a medium and to guide you, you know, and it's to share with you, here are the steps you can take. Here are the levels you can reach. And hear where you're at. Because sometimes we have to listen, kind of like talking to a bartender. You know, we need to talk to somebody that's outside of us.
Correct.
So we can detach. And that's that moment where you're going to somebody, because if you're there just for a hug, that's okay too. But understand where you're at in your moment when you do these things, when you do healing or when you do readings, understand where you're at and be okay with it.
Correct. I couldn't agree more, especially with the energies that we've been going through this year. This year's energies has all been about division, as you full well know, to keep us divided as much as possible, because the more they divide us, the easier we are to control. That's why it's so important that we come together. We need connections, and we need to know who's available for connections to open your heart to. And as Nicole alluded to earlier in the show, it's so important to also remember that you're in a physical body. I know my biggest problem is I'm way up there. I have to ground myself.
Yeah.
Often I have to bring myself back down and remember that, yeah, I am on this planet. So one of the things that is very important, like she was saying, is herbs, oils, all those kind of things. Keep us away as much as possible from the chemicals that they keep putting in our food, our water, our everything. We need to keep this vessel of ours as pure as possible to receive the messages and the downloads that are coming through. It is so very, very important. I tell people all the time, I fractured my arm. It was like 2 years ago now, almost 2 years ago. I don't have much faith in the medical system in this country. And anyway, cutting a long story short, I went to the emergency room and they took an x-ray and they told me it was a bad sprain. I had a feeling it was much worse than a bad sprain. But anyway, 5 days later, they called me and told me it was fractured. Oh. So, yeah, just 5 days later. So what I did was I went and got one of these little sprints that you put on your arm. I went to Herbally Grounded and I got myself some Fortify. So I got Fortify, which strengthens your bones. I put armors and oils on my arm and give my arm plenty of energy work. And this was 3 weeks from me going on an overseas trip, a 10-hour flight by myself. Guess what? My arm was fixed in 3 weeks. You see what you can do for yourself?
How absolutely amazing that is.
Yeah, we can do anything for ourselves. We have to believe it, because if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. It's
not going to work. It's not going to work. And so when you're giving up and you say everybody's a kook, you got to understand, where are you at when you're doing that healing? But let's get, if you know, let's open some more hearts today. Let's send out some love to people and give them some of that kind of cosmic energy to heal the divine within. I'm feeling really like there's that DNA igniting, and people don't understand that shift and that change, because we're reprogramming, we're refragging the old computer messages and putting a new program in there. And if you don't make room for the new program, it's going to go haywire. And so we kind of feel like right now, like we got hacked and somebody else is rewriting it. So if you like, we can start a meditation for everybody to kind of bring them down and just put that new program in and to clear it up and to let it work beautifully from within.
Correct. So did you want me to start it off?
I would love for you to start it off. Absolutely. Okay.
What I would love to do is put each one of you in a heart space, and then I will send out some seraphim blueprint to each and every person that is listening to this broadcast, to work on your emotions, to work on your mental abilities, and to work on healing. That's where my focus is. So everybody take a deep breath in and release. Take another deep cleansing breath in. Release. And this time, when we take that deep cleansing breath in, I want each and every person to look deep into that heart center. And when you look into that heart center, look and see if you can see any gray or dark spots, because this is what we're focusing on right now. These gray, dark patches. We want to fill those gray and dark patches with love, with healing, with purity, with space for that heart center to grow. So as you are looking deep into your heart space, I will focus in on connecting with each and every one of you individually to send these seraphim blueprint energies into you.
And just allow that beautiful energy to take its place. Just keep breathing it in and finding that love inside.
And as you focus in, you will see those darker spots getting lighter. This is a wonderful time. This is one of the best presents you can be giving yourself this holiday season, no matter which holiday you happen to be celebrating. Let's take it deep, deep, deep into that heart center. And just remember, you are love. You came from love. You are love. There is nothing else but love. And keep breathing that in. And just breathe out everything that no longer serves you. Just allow your energy to start feeling lighter, joyful, loved. You are more loved than you can ever know. You have so many beings around you that are helping you, that are pushing you forward, that are helping you to achieve everything you set out for in this incarnation. You have no idea how special you are, how colorful you are, and how many people will watch your journey, or I should say, how many beings are watching your journey. Just allow that energy to go wherever it needs now throughout your body. Because sometimes these negative emotions settle in other parts of the body. So as you scan your physical body, if you see any dark patches, just allow love to fill them up. Just allow that energy to fill them up until those dark spots go lighter.
Allow that beautiful crystalline energy to be ignited as it reprograms your heart and your soul, and it aligns everything within you for love, for peace, for your divinity, for your connection and your balance, to be aligned, to realign in that new you, the loving you, a passionate you, a beautiful you, reprogramming, repattering your life,
And
allowing
just
that.
remember, this energy is available to you anytime. Just ask your angels. They are always with you. You have at least 3 around you permanently. Anytime you start to feel down, you start to let these negative emotions, such as fear, depression, unloved, start to come in. Ask your angels to bring this energy back into you.
Know that when your angels are coming and bringing back that energy into you, your battery is filled and you are able to resonate that crystalline energy from within out 3 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet, and just expand, 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 and release the beautiful crystalline energy out. So everybody that touches you and comes near you feels the love and the grace of your being. Beauty, and allow it to heal you, to help you, to bring you forward, and to find the release and forgiveness. Release all the old tapes, the old programming, let it go, and level up your DNA. Ignite your DNA, ignite that hidden DNA that was within you that was closed off. Open it up and allow that reprogramming to be there for you. That is the gift that we give you today. That cosmic DNA uplift.
And it was a very cosmic DNA upload. Take a deep breath in, everybody. Release. And take another deep breath in. Release. And we'll take one more. deep cleansing breath in. When you're ready, bring yourself back.
Oh man, that was just empowering. Woo! I'm soaring as if I could soar anymore. I do have my moldavite. I don't know if you guys can, if that's coming through. I have this just woo. So I am so glad. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Cristine, to share that. The cosmic realm and the angelic energy and bringing that energy in. And you can call that, like Cristine says, you can call that energy in anytime that you want. And just give it and let it empower you. Just bring your hand to your heart and just anytime you have to, no matter if you're in the store, if you're driving, and just, hey guys, I'm here. I need you. My team, there they are. They're there. They're always around you. You can talk to them. You know, you might seem a little crazy. I talk to them all the time. I've always been talking to them since I was a child. And it's a beautiful, beautiful gift that we all have. They're there. And you know what? The portals are open right now. The gateways are open right now. The planetary console is just coming down for us. And so as we all start to let that in, they will give us more of that help that we are calling, because that's what we need to do. We need to embrace them. And if we live in fear, if we close off, then they won't come help us. They won't be a part of, they're not going to save us. They're going to work with us. And that is a blessing that we have. We are coming to an end. Do you have anything else that you would like to share, like you didn't share enough?
You know, I want to wish everybody a wonderful holiday season, whatever they are celebrating. I want everybody to step out of fear, because if I could remove one thing from this planet, I would remove fear. I also want you to know that your spiritual team is always there with you, and they are always working with you. And as Nicole says, it's very you know, these cosmic energies are coming in really, really strong now. Embrace them. Embrace them. There is nothing to fear. We have been waiting to join our galactic brothers and sisters for a long time now. And it is time. It is really time for us to upgrade and be part of the galactic universe. The Galactic Council and everything else has been looking after us for a long time. It's now time for us to acknowledge it and step into it. There is no fear to be had. No fear to be had. Just let go of all that fear. Do whatever you need. Whenever you feel calling on the angels, ask them to remove everything for you and put something on that uplifts you. If you have a favorite show that always makes you smile, whatever it takes to change you out of that mood, do it. Take a walk. Go see a child and look at the way that they play. And, you know, get into that childlike self, because they're not frightened. They just allow things to happen.
Right. And that's the energy of now, is that childhood innocence, which is so playful, so creating, so joyous when they just run around with ice cream on their face and one shoe on and one shoe off, and just have that innocence and that joy and that fun. Cristine, where do people find you?
I work at the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center. That's here in Las Vegas. I say here in Las Vegas because this is worldwide. Las Vegas is a very spiritual place. People don't realize that. People just think we're casinos and hotels. But we have a huge spiritual community here. And so, like I say, at the Enchanted Forest Reiki Center, which is 2280 South Jones Boulevard. Or you can call me on my cell phone, or you can text me, which is even better, because usually I'm busy, which is a good thing. So I can get to text more easily. And my cell phone number is 702-283-9844. Again, that is 702-283-9844. I do various things. I'm a Reiki master, Karuna master, Sekem Sekim Reiki master, which is a form of Reiki that goes back to ancient Egypt, which actually means liquid light, 5-dimensional, and Reiki all coming together, which is powerful. And I am a Seraphim Blueprint teacher. And I also know a lot of other modalities, too many to mention, because even I forget what I do.
But all your information will be up on YouTube, you guys. So if you go to the Illuminate Vegas channel, or you just Google Nicole Borghi, Soulful Illumination, you'll find the information from Cristine today. Will also be up on Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, and iTunes. Of course, we are always on the Oneness channel, because that is the collective consciousness for us. And it's been a pleasure, my pleasure to have you. Thank you.
It's been an honor to be here with you today, Nicole. And it's always an honor to be part of anybody's journey, because that's what we're here to do. We are just a part. We may call ourselves masters and stuff, but we're all students of life. It's just what it is. We're constantly learning. And that's the wonderful thing. We don't think we know it all. We know that we are constantly learning, just like everybody else is.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege.
Blessings. Merry Christmas. Be in your presence. Happy holidays. Whatever you're celebrating, celebrate you. Love.